Good evening, everyone. Welcome to 12th House Tarot. This is where we integrate our shadow and our light together by breaking them generational curses, taking down them strongholds, demolishing, defeating, or just plainly ignoring because we're oblivious to every boundary that they try to stick out on us. Nurture. Came out. That's all I was saying that. So, as I was shuffling the cards, reflecting upon the energy, protection came out with counsel in reverse. So, what's going on right now, you are feeling like you know that you're protected, but what you are really looking for is communication from your guides, communication from, God, from the ancestors, from your angels, from your spirit animals, ascended masters. You're looking for communication from them because you feel as if that, okay, you're kind of like at a standstill, you're at a standpoint, you're kind of waiting like, okay, what's next? What the hell is going on here? Like, you've made some type of turning point, graduation, initiation, awakening, made it through a dark night of a soul. The process varies for everybody, but now it's kind of just like nothing on the radio. It's not even a static. Like, you at this point, you even want the shh. You want to hear, the noise. It's not even that. You're not even getting that. But know that there is a lot of blessings and expansion and abundance coming on. So take that quiet time. Take this time. Anytime where it's silence, take that for a time to take a break and rest and relax and rejuvenate, from the healing. Yes, I know it feels as if like, okay, I've already haven't been doing anything, but you were forced to sit on that ass because there was a lot of release, a lot of surrender going on with the eclipses that just passed, both of them. So with that, you're going to feel lazy. You're going to feel tired. You're going through a healing process, and a lot of the healing takes place while you are sleeping, a lot of the heavy work. And then you wake up with these ahas and epiphanies and thoughts like, oh, I ain't thought about that in so long, and realize like, it really doesn't even fucking bother you anymore. That's what that rest was. This rest is a conscious rest. Like, okay, you know what? Something is coming. Let me prepare myself. Pamper yourself, reward yourself. You'll be good. It was a lot of shit going on. A lot of shit going on. And especially with astrological news today. Well, not just for today, but as we all know, Mercury is in retrograde until it goes direct on the 21st of March. And what just took place on the 11th of March is the fact that Gemini, Jupiter are direct now. Jupiter has moved into Gemini. Gemini also is with Mercury in a house of our communication. So we got that going on in the 5th house. We got that going on taking place. And then you also got Jupiter, which is expansion. So all that clearing and everything that's taking place through the retrograde, through communications, and it's for expansion. All of that, it's like kind of like when you're building a house. You got to be able to clear out the foundation in order for you to build the house. So it's clearing out all of that so that you can expand. So know that there is that going on. Let's go ahead and just hop on into it. That was for the channel messages that was coming in. All right, Spirit, we got support. Know that you are supported. Know that you are supported. Paying attention to the bugs and animals, connect with nature. As I said, nurture. You seen the nurture card flip over. Right before we got started, when we were still at the tail end of the channel messages. So you are picking out with nature. Nature is a time and place for you to nurture yourself. Know that you are support. Show yourself support. Show your own self some support. Nurture yourself. Like I said, this is a time for rest. You are being heard, but that is where your thought process is taking place right now. All right, Father, Mother, God, Spirit, let's clarify the support, what's going on with them. So we have the Page of Cups. That came out in the energy as well, where earlier there was the Nine of Cups upright, and then the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and then it was the Page of Cups upright. And no, the Emperor in reverse, and then the Page of Cups upright at the end, at the bottom of the deck. So you put in a lot of work, you put in a lot of time, effort, energy. You know that something is coming. You know that something should be coming because of everything that you have done, you know, with the scenes and behind the scenes, especially bringing up, especially behind the scenes. But what's going on with that is that it's bringing you back to your childhood. So there's something around your childhood where it's bringing you back of when it seems like it was never really enough. When you actually became aware of things, it was a state of never really feeling like there was enough, and you've worked hard to be able to get to that point in your life where you don't have to worry about that burden of struggling and not being able to pay, you know, this bill or that bill, or being able to manifest what it is that you're manifesting now in this time, and for everything that you've done, for all the years, for all the turmoil, y'all, especially with this collective. Yo, it's been a lot of shit, hell and high damn water. Like literally, it literally felt like we was floating up Schitt's Creek without the pedal. Like I guarantee it, a few of you, especially if you're following my channel, 12 House Tarot, you clearing out some heavy stuff. You are the generational curse breaker. You are the lineage holder. You are the light bearer in your family. You are the black sheep. So you went through hell and high water, where I guarantee you, especially you sitting there watching readings, you started questioning yourself like, shit, am I the damn karmic? Like, what the fuck is, because the shit that has been going on, the attacks, the delays, but know that those things were there for you. So when it's bringing you back to your childhood, it's putting you in a place where things aren't happening fast enough. It's bringing you back to when you felt as if you was a child, because I'm also getting broken promises. And yeah, especially in the spiritual realm, and then you get to a point where you get tired of hearing just have faith. You get tired of hearing that shit, and it does piss you off. It makes you mad. It makes you upset. You are allowed to be upset with God. You are allowed to be impatient, because by you acknowledging even the fact that you are upset, that you are impatient, you are breaking a generational curse. You are breaking a stronghold or boundary, because eventually it's not going to bother you. You're going to acknowledge the fact like, oh my God, it's going to get to the point where like, okay, that's just fucking irritating. Especially when it comes to walking a spiritual path. Yeah, that's something we got to get used to, and we never want to fully ever get used to it. It will probably stop at just irritation. I can say, at least for me, my chart is mostly water and fire. It'll get to just the irritation level, and probably not diminish past that. But I know a lot of people will be like, it doesn't even bother me at all. But it's bringing you back to that of like broken promises. So it's bringing you to a space of being able to have to heal those wounds, which is finding the core. When was the first time that happened? Why? And why did it hurt so much? Was it actually the actual promise, or was it who that it came from? Aha. Know that God has not abandoned you. You are supported. That it's not like how it was when you were a kid. God is there. It just takes some time to materialize. Right now, it's clearing out for the expansion. And then when Mercury goes direct, communication, the expansion, all of that goes direct. That means all the blueprints and the all the meetings with the architect and the conveyor and the surveyor, or the conveyor. Lord have mercy. The surveyor. So look, it's gonna be going down a conveyor. So you got a whole assembly line going on in the factory, working on things right now. until it's time to ship out and roll them out, and they debut at the store. So you got that going on. Alrighty, well, Lord, what? We 10 minutes in. All right, so can we clarify dive a little bit deeper into these 10 of Wands? As a matter of fact, I feel like there's a bit more. What else is the collective worried about? Oh, abundance. So, same thing. Abundance. You're worried about your abundance. Abundance in reverse. You don't see the cards? I apologize if y'all can. Abundance. Look to your South Node in your birth chart. Pay attention to your South Node, because your South Node holds a lot of things where, okay, so you have Western astrology, you have evolution astrology, and you have Vedic sidereal astrology. All right, so in Western astrology is the masculine energy. That's why the sun, your sun sign, is the dominant sign in Western astrology. So then you have Vedic sidereal astrology. Vedic sidereal, the moon is the key player, the star player that rules that astrology system. So you have your feminine energy. So you got the masculine energy, you got the feminine energy. And then we have evolutionary astrology. So in evolutionary astrology, in Western astrology, you learn more about your personality. In Vedic sidereal astrology, you understand your soul purpose and your emotions, and get more in tune with your gifts and seeing what's hidden beyond, because it's your moon sign that rules, that is the primary, the star player in Vedic sidereal astrology. Being receptive, being able to decipher and discern. So that's where you comes in development. So you have personality for Western, you have development for Vedic sidereal, and then you have evolution astrology, which is evolution. It's going to the next step. So like ascension astrology, if you want to put it in those terms, it's for evolution. Your evolutionary journey, because we change as we grow. So being able to embody the lessons in the shadow, being able to walk through the valley of shadow of death and not fear no evil, because everything that's going around, you get to take that evil and turn it into a damn blessing by taking the wisdom and the recognition or the understanding that you learn from that situation and being able to apply it to your personal life, to avoid it, to banish it, to do whatever, and to share it to help others. It's a beautiful thing. So check out your South Node in all of your charts. So you're worried about abundance. Is there anything else that's going on with the collective? You're really worried about what is coming next, what is going on in the future, what is to come. Your purpose, sacred site, under abundance. Now, mind you, abundance is in reverse. The remembrance. Woo! And it's a completely different deck. So you have sacred site, and that came out upright. And then you have, and these cards are upright regardless, it don't matter. Remembrance. Know that your abundance, that's what is so it's really tied with abundance. What is there anything else the collective is worried about? Or what's going on with the abundance? So know that your abundance is tied to your purpose. And you are in a state of coming out of, because it did come out in reverse, and how they're showing me it is it being flipped. It's the process of it being actually flipped. You are in the process of going through a remembrance by going through sacred sites while you are sleeping. You are astral traveling. So that's another part of communication. Damn it, Mercury retrograde. That's another reason why you are so tired and lethargic and wanting to just sleep all the time. To be able to rejuvenate yourself, put selenite underneath your pillow. Selenite helps protect your energy, and it also helps ground you as well. So then that will be able to anchor you back in and give you a bit more of your energy. Then when you wake up, drink you some ginger tea or some tea with some ginseng on it, or any tea, to be honest, as long as you add honey to it, because honey is a natural energizer. Things like that. If you have natural coffee and you know how coffee operates with you, coffee is natural. Yes, go ahead. Drink some of that. Moderation. Everything in moderation. Speaking of coffee, let me go ahead. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So you are in a state of remembrance. So you're worried about your abundance and everything that's coming about while you are going back to your childhood, and it's putting you back in that state of broken promises. It's so that you can remember, so that you can manifest your purpose and your remembrance, because you have to remember not to break the promise that you made to yourself. And then the promise that God has made for you will manifest, as long as you remember the promise that you made to yourself, that you made, your soul contract, your soul purpose. Sorry, y'all. What's going on with the remembrance? And let's get clarification. So you're going to sacred sites, or you need to visit an actual sacred site and go. You live next to one, or it could just be your sacred site in nature, or it could be going to your altar and being able to dive into your studies, dive into your gifts, skills, talents, and abilities. The ones known and unknown, the ones unknown, pray for them to be known, to be revealed. Just to direct you with guidance to the right people. Nope. Know that is a stable foundation. This remembrance, this process you are going through is building a stable foundation so that you can be able to stand on your 10 toes and have your abundance. And not have to worry about the struggles and the heartaches and the denial of the Lord. Okay, Spirit. All right, Father, Mother, God, the Most High. Not having to worry about. Look at that. Burdens. This is the 10 of Wands. This is the 10 of Swords right here. This came out. Swords. 10 of Pentacles. And then I said earlier what the nine of Cups came out. That's why this is going on. And it's being able to go back to that childhood memory, being able to remember you made a promise to yourself as a child. Like I could personally say, like I remember the promise that I made to myself as a child. And yeah, I remember it in the back of my head, and I have moments where I bring it up, but yet it's a struggle. I remembered, I told myself that I would never forget what it was like to be a kid. That way, when I have kids, I will be able to be more understanding. But Lord, let me tell you, these kids be pressing your buttons. They be getting, Lord. Y'all bear with me, pray with me, y'all. And all the parents. But it's being able to go back and remember that and have those moments of being able to connect more with them, to be able to have that understanding, to share with them the fact, because my oldest, I could share with them and be like, I'm not perfect either. I make mistakes. Like if I think he did something because it's something that they always do, and it actually wasn't him, it was his younger brothers. Okay, hey, my bad. I'm sorry. So it's being able to keep that in mind, or even going back, because now I'm having flashbacks of things that I played as a kid that goes hand in hand with my purpose that I have understanding for thus far, because we're always learning more things about our purposes, things that you did as a kid that you just enjoy, that you just love doing, and it was connected to a spiritual work, to healing, to sharing information and knowledge to help people grow, evolve, awaken, to understand new truths and test their barriers and their boundaries. Because also what's going on right now with Jupiter is with Sag over expansion, right? So, and Sagittarius is the philosopher. So, ideology, values, morals, truths, beliefs, mindsets, um, is all being challenged, because you got Mercury in retrograde and you got Jupiter into Gemini, and Gemini was with Mercury with communications, and that's our forms of communication. So that's how we talk, and not just how we talk and interact with other people, but also to ourselves. Our mindsets, our truths, our beliefs with ourselves. Are we actually living our authentic truth? Because believe it or not, the hardest person to be truthful with is with yourself. It's with yourself. It is with yourself. So know that you are good. Know that you are good. Shoot, Lord. Okay, we all giving out cards and just mostly channel messages. All right, then. Know that you are good. All right, can we get some inspiration? Your path is opening up, though. Just take this time to rest and reflect and get back into taking care of you. Getting back to know that you are supported. You are protected. You are guiding. If you protected, it's having patience. And yes, that is very hard, especially right now, because you got Aries season approaching. We got the astrological new year coming up on the 21st, the 20th of April. Of March. Lord have mercy. Mercury, come on. Can y'all create some kind of barrier to help Mercury so I can get my words out? I appreciate that. So with everything that's taking place, you are protected in all aspects. Ideology, mindset, everything is being challenged, including how you treat yourself, how you think about yourself, how you respond to yourself, how you react to yourself. So if you did get a broken promise, or you did break a promise to yourself that you made as a child, or a promise that you even made to yourself as a damn adult, having that childlike energy, to be able to manifest and be and it really connects with you and make you feel all giddy, like you and excited and motivated like you did it as a child. And just that pure, raw, innocent authenticity. Being able to go back and the first time you heard a broken promise, being able to go back and nurture and reparent yourself. What did you want to hear? And talking to yourself like that, whether out loud, writing it down on paper, or in your mind, and truly having a conversation to sit down with yourself as a child. What would you have liked to hear? Because to be honest, we still would love to hear that. If we could all go back and our parents could tell us exactly what it is, whether they're here or they have now become part of our spiritual team, you would still want to hear it, even as a full damn grown adult. It's just something about it. So go back and have those conversations with yourself, and take your self know the things that even. And I'm also seeing a kid afraid of like the boogeyman and shadows and closets and things that go boom in the dark, and being able to go back and use your self know the things that terrify you, that scare you, that worry you about life, the hardships, the struggles, the tribulations, the barriers, the blockages, the burdens, the stress, the balancing, shit, more like imbalance, the juggling, the multitasking, the shit of fucking adulting, the every damn fucking thing. And equaling that to that's the shadows of adults, on top of having to fight spiritual battles to walk up spiritual purpose, however that manifests. So being able to use all of that in a way that then becomes a weapon, then becomes a tool or something for you to use, to utilize against them, against the whether it's a person, a family, a group, a damn energy, a damn demon, whatever the fuck you want to call it, energetic interference, the transit energy, whatever the hell you want to call the shit, to make it affect you less and less and less and less and less, to the point where the shit don't even affect you anymore at all. Getting to that point. And part of that is treating yourself as if it is already here, claiming it beforehand. So a matter of fact, what we're going to do right now, we're going to go ahead and bind all the shadows, all the worries, all the doubts, all the fears, all the anxiety, all the anxiousness, all the worries, all the nightmares, all the headaches, all the stress that comes along with adulting right here, right now. You're going to take that time, you're going to rest, you're going to rejuvenate, you're going to relax that way so you can go back into your state to be able to remember what the fuck you came here for, who the hell you are. Yo, it's a song. I'm gonna tag it in the comments below. Remember who you are. Yo, y'all gotta listen to that. It's an artist that's. If you have YouTube Music, check it out on YouTube Music. Go on YouTube, listen to that song. Listen to that song. That goes hand in hand with this message. Thank y'all for that one. That goes hand in hand with this message. All right, so the last oracle to come out. Woo! We got Tibetan fire serpent. Seeking a higher truth, discernment, a better path, authority. Going through a Kundalini awakening. The Tibetan fire serpent. Oh yeah. Hey, at least it's just tiredness. This is not spiritual sickness. We'll get into that when it's the time and place for that. Yes. Because all the transitions and stuff that's been happening. I feel like, yeah, it's some months off, but So with this Kundalini awakening, right, you're going to be seeing, you're going to get a lot of downloads. Because not only is it clearing out things for things to manifest in the 3D, it's also clearing out things energetically for you as well, for you to expand, for you to be able to grow more and develop more. Like for new floors to be added, they gotta take off the ceiling. You gotta take off that beautiful skylight ceiling that you got, because we really ain't got ceilings. We just put that's our sunroom in our building. We got a whole apartment buildings to ourselves, or mansions, or however you want to, But yes, it's for your growth, for your expansion, for your awakening, for your insights, for your understanding, for your purpose. Because the one that you are on now no longer serves you. It is too small. You can't keep walking around You can't walk around in your LA gear lights. Now I'm taking the old school, so sorry, babies, if you ain't 90s baby. You can't walk around in your LA gear lights, and it's 2026, and you got those bad boys in kindergarten. Your foot done grown. Your ass ain't getting up in that shoe. So you're the path you was on. You done grown. You can't get your foot up in there no more. And a lot of us we done got comfortable. So you know in spirit, Father, Mother, God, the Most High, on the Demare source. However, whatever noun you want to utilize, because you know, Father, Mother, God also states, I go by many names. You would never know all of the names that Father, Mother, God goes by. That's clarified. All right. So everything is going to in alignment. Everything. Your path, your authority that you are going to gain from clarity, from reflecting, from this rest, and being able to nurture yourself and your inner child, going back to you, mending that promise, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, knowing that Father, Mother, God is not going to do that to you. You will not be abandoned. And everything is working out. It's just expansion. And you're going through an expansion because you also got to match your outside, and the outside got to match you. Use discernment when you get impatient and upset. And like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Okay, should I do this, or maybe should I do that? Okay, well, maybe this or maybe that. No, just when you done all you can just stand or sit or lay. Don't do nothing. Just stand. Who's seen that? Fred? I think Fred. But all right, y'all, we can go ahead and close that on out. So you had these three. You had three cards that came out at the end. My bad, y'all. So we have the Temple of Mary: emotional expression, playful innocence, exploitation. So ensure that you don't exploit this time. Make sure you don't exploit this time, because there's nothing that's going to take advantage of you, but make sure that you don't take advantage of yourself either. And that's by not giving yourself the rest that you truly deserve, and that spirit is telling you to go ahead and take, or by overdoing it, by overdoing that rest. And still being productive in other areas. Keep doing what it is that you've been doing. Play, have fun. Connect back with your your innocence, your inner child coming up again. Emotional expression, express emotionally. Feel how it is that you want to feel. If you're mad and you want to talk to God, tell God you're mad. You are allowed to be upset. You are come. God says what? Come as you are. So if I'm mad and I feel like and shit, I'm coming as I am. If I'm mad, I'm mad. What I'm gonna do? Sit there and lie and pretend and be like, no, God, I'm not mad, knowing that I'm really mad, and sit there and lie to God, the one being you can't lie to. Yeah, no, it'll make no sense. Right. Sacred space, positive outcome, clarity, lucky attraction, remove obstacles. See, that's exactly what's going on. Obstacles are being removed. Obstacles are being removed for this expansion. This expansion that is coming on is taking place. It is. Mercury goes direct on the 21st. I feel like it's going to come around there on the 21st. Yes, it will. For the new year. Happy New Year. End of all those karmic cycles. Ashe. Until next time.